Dreame L10 Ultra versus Roborock Qrevo. One of these actually earns its higher price tag, and the other one quietly does more for less than people give it credit for. The deciding factor isn't suction numbers or fancy specs. It's how much babysitting you're willing to do, and how messy your floors really get day to day. If you've got pets, kids, and sticky spills as a weekly event, one of these fits. If you mostly want hands-off maintenance on cleaner floors, the other makes more sense. Both linked below. Start with the actual job, vacuuming. The Roborock Qrevo pushes 8,000 pascals, and the Dreame L10s Ultra sits at 5,300. Numbers aside, the real-world story is consistent. Both handle hard floors well. On low and medium pile carpets, the Roborock is the one that doesn't flinch, especially with pet hair, thanks to the rubber spiral brush and the anti-tangle side brush. The Dreame's fine on bare floors and short rugs, but on medium pile with embedded hair, it leaves more behind than people expect. There's a longtime owner who keeps updating their notes on the L10s, and even they admit the kitchen film never fully goes away after months of use. If you live with a shedding dog or thick rugs, the Qrevo earns the carpet round without much argument. Now the part that decides whether you actually use the thing or yell at it. Obstacle avoidance. Both use LiDAR mapping, and both map fast. But behavior in a real room with cords, chair legs, and a stray sock is where they split. The Dreame's RGB camera plus 3D structured light is great in theory, and on open floor plans it impresses. The catch, there are repeated mentions of it getting confused at carpet edges, building phantom rooms through glass doors, and tangling on cords if you forget a no-go zone. The Roborock's reactive tech isn't perfect either, but the consistency is noticeably better. Owners describe it finishing the job 8 or 9 times out of 10 without intervention. And one mentions a toddler picking it up mid-clean and dropping it across the room, and the map still re-registered. That kind of resilience is what hands-off actually means. Mopping. Different story here. Both use dual spinning pads at similar RPM. Both auto-lift for carpets, both refill from the dock. The Dreame's mopping is the part fans rave about. Heated dispensing, automatic detergent dosing, real pressure on the pads. On sticky kitchen floors and dried spills, it scrubs more like an actual mop than a glorified wet rag. The Roborock mops well too, especially with its 30 water level settings, but it leans more toward maintenance cleaning than deep scrubbing. If your floors mostly need a refresh, the Qrevo handles it. If you've got a toddler launching yogurt or a dog trailing muddy paws, the L10s pulls ahead on raw mopping muscle. Dock and maintenance. Both auto-empty, auto-wash the pads, auto-refill water, and dry the mops with warm air. On paper, similar. In practice, the Roborock asks less of you. The 4-liter clean tank covers more square footage per refill, the dust bag is rated for around 2 months, and most owners report touching it once a week at most. The Dreame's dock is capable, but several long-term users mention a small intake tube near the dirty water tank that clogs and leaks if you're not paying attention. Not a deal breaker, but the kind of thing you don't want to discover by stepping in a puddle. If a low-touch routine matters to you, the Roborock is the easier roommate. App and smart controls. Both let you do rooms, no-go zones, schedules, and multi-floor maps. The Roborock app is the more intuitive of the two. Faster to learn, cleaner layout. The Dreame app is powerful but clunky, and there's a near universal complaint about the shortcut and scheduling flow being buried under menus. You'll figure it out, but expect a weekend of fiddling. Price and value. They're not in the same range. The Dreame L10s Ultra typically lands well below the Roborock Qrevo, and it goes on deeper discount during sale events. For the money, you get a strong mopping system, capable navigation, and a full self-cleaning dock at a price that undercuts most premium combos. The Roborock costs more and tends to hold its price more steadily, but you're paying for stronger suction, better carpet performance, more reliable obstacle handling, a bigger water tank, and an app that gets out of your way. 2 different value pitches. One leans into mopping power for less, the other leans into hands-off reliability for more. Here's the call. From most of you watching this, the Roborock Qrevo. The carpet performance, the obstacle handling, and the lower touch dock are what hands-off actually looks like in a real home with pets and traffic. If your priority is raw mopping muscle for sticky spills and toddler messes, the Dreame L10s Ultra pulls ahead and costs less doing it. If you mostly want a quiet roommate that finishes the job without you checking on it, the winner stands. The Dreame goes on deeper discount during sale events, so if budget leads, wait for a drop. And you, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Both linked below.